Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Fiix here, back with a brand new YouTube video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a few ways you can actually fix Fortnite FPS drops, or your game actually just stuttering, or just generally just improve FPS and increase your FPS within Fortnite. I know a lot of people used to have things such as their game crashing or the FPS dropping quite a lot within chapter 2. I'm not really sure if people are still getting that. Yeah, I'm just making this video just in case if anyone does is still getting any crashes or they are getting any FPS drops, anything like that. If you guys do go ahead to enjoy the video, you know what to do. Drop a like on the video. You can do it right now as I speak. Takes 2 seconds and helps out more than you guys think. Pushes the video out to further people. Subscribe, post notifications on. You can be a part of the Naughty Gang and never miss an upload on my channel. If you are a part of the Naughty Gang, you can comment down below Naughty Gang. Simply, as I said, I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix FPS drops or just overall increase FPS within your game. So I'm going to be on my desktop for this. I'll probably have a little bit of gameplay playing right now. I will end up switching over to my desktop and I'll be just showing you guys probably around 3 to 4 tips that would actually really help. These are things that you guys are probably using and either need to disable or need to enable. Therefore you can basically just sort your FPS out and stop the chance of these FPS drops occurring, because I know having a lot of stutters in your game or FPS drops can really affect your gameplay. You are at just a disadvantage overall, and if you are in a mid fight and you get an FPS drop or a stutter, it can really ruin things for you and basically lose you the fight. So you guys don't want that. I've made a ton of videos about FPS increase, FPS boost tutorials, and other ways to stop your frames dropping and stuff like that. I've also made 3 or 4 videos about how to fix certain crashes within the game. So if your game is crashing and you have error codes, I have made all these videos myself. They're all unique methods and they literally all showcase different methods no one else on YouTube has really done. So if this video doesn't help, you guys can go on my channel, scroll down and find the other videos, because I have analyzed these methods myself and used them to optimize my PC and stuff. Because if you guys don't know, I don't have the best graphics card, so I do have to optimize the game myself. And yeah, it seems to work. So we're just gonna hop straight into it and head over to my desktop right now, and I'll get on with tip number 1, and we'll just go through and show you guys how you can fix FPS stutters. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay guys, so as you guys can see, I am over on my desktop right now. The first tip is something within your GeForce and NVIDIA settings. So if you do right click your desktop and you'll see NVIDIA control panel right here, or you guys can probably find it down here in the display tray, or if not, you guys can just search NVIDIA and it should come up somewhere here. Right there. But I'm just gonna right click my desktop and just click it here. This will bring up my NVIDIA control panel or my NVIDIA settings, and this is where I have to change something which could be causing FPS drops. So for the sake of this video, I did actually enable this, and I'll show you guys how to disable it right here. It's fairly simple, takes less than 60 seconds. Also, one thing before we get into the main thing within here, what you guys can do if you haven't already, while you're here, I may as well tell you guys this. You guys do want to have on your just image settings with preview, you do want to basically change this to use my preference emphasizing. Click this and drag the bar all the way down to performance, and then just press apply. What this does, it just basically just optimizes everything you do within your PC for the best performance rather than the best quality. Your quality is still going to look perfect in 1080p or HD, whatever you guys want to call it, but you will be getting better performance out your game, because basically it just won't override your graphics card. Because if you have it on quality, it overrides your graphics card and tries to get basically just the best quality, which you don't really need because the quality looks fine anyway. But with performance, it basically just tones down your graphics card a bit and basically just makes it preferred for performance and just optimizes in that sense. Yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there. For this, you guys want to go to manage 3D settings, and then yeah, while you're here, you want to go to global settings. You guys just want to scroll down a little bit till you see low latency mode, which is right here. You guys want to click low latency mode, and you want to click this, and you just want to turn it off. So as much as you guys may have saw in one of my other videos actually, and also within many FPS tutorials, or even just by common sense, you guys would think you'd want this on because it's low latency mode, and what you want in your game is the lowest latency possible, the least input lag, and the better response time to your game. This actually isn't really optimized, this setting isn't really optimized within any update drivers for your graphics card recently. So NVIDIA hasn't really made this worth putting on anyway. So even when you have an ultra, there's literally no difference to your game and you're still getting the same input lag. And yeah, so having this off ain't gonna make a difference to that. And also having this on or on ultra, what this does is then actually causes FPS drops. So it's basically unnecessary for your PC, and it'll basically make your game run a little bit not as smooth, so that isn't good of course. So yeah, you can be experiencing some FPS drops or game stutters with this set to ultra or on. So I do advise you guys to turn this off and then just press apply. I'm sure for a lot of you guys that may be off anyway. If you have ever came in here and changed this or altered this, it'll probably be set to on or ultra. So just make sure that is turned off. That's the first thing you guys want to have off. So yeah, just make sure that's off for me. It's the best thing you guys can turn off to fix FPS drops. This next thing I'm going to talk about is called MSI Afterburner. If you guys don't know what this is, it's actually basically just a thing you guys use to overclock your graphics card. I have made a whole video on how to to overclock your graphics card. So if you guys do want to do that, you can. I will be telling you guys in this video why you wouldn't want to do that and how it can cause FPS drops. So I haven't got any footage for this, so I will just be playing gameplay again within the background, because I have literally deleted Afterburner after using it for like nearly a year now on my graphics card. My graphics card weren't too good, so I tried to optimize it by overclocking, and I use this application which is extremely simple. It's perfectly safe, and you can overclock your graphics card and just push it a little bit more than it usually does. You basically just put more megahertz into it and push its performance a little bit, which basically just gives it, optimizes it a little bit and just makes it sort of override and just perform a little bit higher than it usually does. As much as this is good, and it did give like a little bit more like performance to my game, overall stability to my game wasn't as smooth, and I was experiencing a lot of FPS drops. So if you guys don't want FPS drops, you do not want to turn on Afterburner, because it's consistently running in the background after you overclock. Basically, it just causes a lot of issues to your PC and can cause huge FPS drops, and the PC just sort of like has a little hitch. What that would do is sort of hitch the overclock, and the overclock will sort of stop for a few seconds, and what that does is basically just causes your whole game to have a huge FPS drop. Basically, the graphics card just underperforms to what it's then used to after the overclock. Yeah, you guys do want to have Afterburner off, no matter how much this helps your game. If you want your game to be smoother and not to get FPS drops at all, if I were you, you'd turn it off. Make sure it's never running in the background or starting up with your PC again. Or just simply uninstall Afterburner, therefore it's no longer overclocking or messing with your graphics card. Again, Afterburner's not really worth it. If you have a good graphics card anyway, the little performance isn't going to help, and basically you want to prioritize stability over like little extra performance. So yeah guys, just make sure your game is stable, and just make sure you guys turn that off, because it can cause huge FPS drops, and I know that by personal use. I no longer get as massive FPS drops as I used to with this, because it was basically pushing my graphics card more than it needs to, and I'm surely every time it hitched, it basically just bottlenecked it, and then basically just caused the game to actually hitch and have a huge stutter, which weren't good. So yeah, I'll tell you guys to turn this off. You guys can experiment with it. If it does help, obviously keep it off. If it doesn't help, just turn it back on. You get that more performance. This is something you guys need to try it yourself and sort of experiment with. But for me, my own personal use, this helped so much turning it off, and I was so blind to it because I was getting the extra performance, but now it's just so much more worth it because the game's just more stable, and I'm not getting these FPS drops. So for a competitive standpoint, I have an advantage now, and I'm not getting put down. Hey guys, I would just uninstall that on the whole. If you do use it, it's not that good to use. Also, a point I forgot to like state within the other thing about the Afterburner application, I have said on various of other had said on my other video I made about how I had to fix your game crashing. This is also a main reason why your game may be crashing. So again, if your game is also experiencing crashing and not just FPS drops, Afterburner would be a huge reason to that. Sort of all ties into the same things I said just said recently. But yeah, Afterburner isn't good, so I would just delete it either way. It's a great thing to get off your PC. And these the last two tips with just the Afterburner thing and the thing in the NVIDIA settings, they're huge things you guys need to really listen to and just need to turn off or disable, because they are really gonna make your game just a lot worse at this point. Maybe in the future they are more optimized for the game and do just better performance. For now they just don't. So if I was you guys, I'll just turn them off. Also guys, for tip number 3, it's actually about multi-thread rendering. If you are getting FPS drops, you may need to want to turn multi-thread rendering on if you guys don't have it on already. About 2 videos ago, I made a video about how to boost your FPS within Fortnite. Basically in chapter 2, multi-thread rendering gives you about 50 more FPS of performance when having it on. MTR or multi-thread rendering has actually been optimized for chapter 2. Fortnite didn't really say anything about it, but basically since chapter 2 was released, it was more optimized. So if you do have multi-thread rendering on right now, you are going to get more FPS. If you do have this option on your basically your game settings within Fortnite, you guys do want to have this on. It'll give you 50 more FPS and basically give you game a more stable feel. You're getting obviously more performance, and it will actually help your game not to crash, or will actually give you less stutters to your game if you're obviously getting that more performance. You guys know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys never miss an upload like this on my channel. Again, you can drop a like right now if you guys did watch to the end. It's the least you can do. Have done more than you guys think. But yeah, that's about it for this video. It's been your boy Fiix, and yeah, peace.
All